My mom, she started using fentanyl, and that's what she's on right now. I don't really be talking to her. I never even met my dad. I don't even know who my dad is. I just felt like always alone. I was just always out on the streets, just doing my thing.
All right, first and foremost, what's your name and where you from?
My name is Andrew. I'm from Indio, California.
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. How long you been down there?
For this term, about like 8 months right now. Yeah.
8
But
months.
I always been like doing time since like juvenile halls, and then I've been to YA and all that. So like I feel like I never got a break from this. But
So, if you don't mind answering, what are you down for currently?
for right now, it's a gun charge. Yeah.
And what were the charges throughout your life?
Like burglaries, assault with firearms. This was like when I was in juvenile hall, and then yeah, like lots of gun charges, burglaries, assault with firearm, stuff like that.
Actually, what do you think led you down that path?
It had to be the people around me and the gangs and stuff. Uh, just like where I'm from, I never really had like father figure. I never had role models. I never had like any parents to be take care of me. Like I was just always out on the streets, just doing my thing, and so that's kind of what led me to like doing all these bad things. Yeah.
Got you. So you spoke a little bit about your family life, but how was that? They just weren't around, or what?
Yeah, so like my mom, she was around, like she'll be working and all, but and then she started getting addicted. She started using fentanyl, and that's what she's on right now. I don't really be talking to her. So like ever since like that happened, like she'll just always be out, and I'll always be out in the streets, and I guess like I kind of wanted for like just to forget my life, so I just would go out, have fun, use hella drugs, like yeah. So that's basically what all I would do. That's the only reason why I feel like I was always out, because I didn't have nobody. I really didn't have nobody. Then my grandparents, who are taking care of my siblings right now, they didn't really want anything with about like with me, or like they didn't want nothing like to do with me, just because of the fact that I'm out in the streets. They know because they seen me getting locked up a lot, and they just seen all that, and then
Mhm.
so they didn't want nothing to do with me. They wouldn't even let me go to see my brothers, sisters, and that's what I always want to do. Like I love to hang out with my brothers, sisters, because I feel bad in a way. Like they don't have nobody, and I know how it feels like growing up, like to not have my mom. I never even met my dad. I don't even know who my dad is, but just like I just know how it feels. So like it also hurt me too that like my grandparents didn't, and they didn't really want to have nothing to do with me. So yeah, that's
So
crazy.
you feel like your life would be a lot different had you just had anybody.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's why I just felt like always alone, to be honest. Like my whole life, I really have nobody to like talk to. So if I had problems at school or anything, just like in general, I didn't have nobody to talk to. I always just had myself, and then I'm not gonna go to my homies like in my neighborhood, like, oh yeah, like, and talk about my problems. Like we're supposed to be hard, we're supposed to be like. So I don't, it was always in my head,
Hmm.
just always on my head all the time.
Now, at the age of 22, do you
Yeah.
still feel like you have to be hard, or do you feel like
Nah, hell nah. Yeah, like I honestly feel like all of that was probably not for me, and I mean, yeah, I never felt like none of that was for me. Yeah, for sure.
so? Since finding yourself here, do you have people around you now that you can talk to or speak about what you're going through or your
Yeah,
issues?
for sure, for sure. I met a lot of good friends, like Larry. He was just right here. He's a good friend. And I actually knew him from when I was younger, but he's from a different neighborhood and everything. But yeah, he's good people. I met a lot of good people in prison. Yeah,
I think that that's something that a lot of people on the outside wouldn't quite understand or they wouldn't quite
yeah,
believe because they have a misconception that everybody behind bars
It's bad.
is bad. And
Yeah.
for you to say, like, man, it took essentially coming to prison to find brotherhood
Yeah.
and to realize that you don't have to be hard all the time.
Yeah. For sure.
Now, how'd you come across the fire camp? How was this? Like, how did this come about?
So this is my first term, right? In reception, when I was in reception in Delano, they told me they brought it up to me. They're like, we recommend you to go to fire camp because you're young and you could change your life and all that. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know, cause I don't know why. I was just really thinking about it. Like at first, I really didn't want to come here. Like just being honest. And then I started thinking about it a lot. Like you know what? Cause I have a son. I have a son right now. And then I was like, and then I want to take care of my brothers, sisters. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do something with my life, like for real. Cause it's either just keep on going to the streets, using drugs, and getting into trouble and shit. Um, I was like, I gotta do something with my life. So and then I took it. And you gotta put in work to honestly come here first before you come over here. You can't just come over here. Like you have to like do like hella running. You gotta run a lot. They make you do like a mile in like a certain time. Then they make you do 12 laps of power walking. You have to like beat it in under 52 minutes. It's vicious. Like it'll be hurting your legs. And then you have to do a hang for 60 seconds, and then all kinds of other
A
like
lot of physical
yeah.
and mental too, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
mentally, yeah, hell yeah. So like I can honestly really say that the only reason why I'm really here though is because my son and my brothers sisters. Like I want to change something for them.
How old is your son?
My son, he's 8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's 2025 right now. If you want to just take a moment, if there's anything you want to say to your son, so he could potentially see this down the line when he's a
Yeah.
bit older, what would it be?
That I love you so much, and that just know that Papa's doing this for you. Yep.
Beautiful, brother. And you mentioned your siblings.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Oh, that I love you guys too. The only reason why I'm still here, doing everything that I'm doing, is because of you guys. Like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't with you. If it wasn't for you guys. Yeah, for sure.
Man, this is, you find yourself at the fire camp, fighting these fires. Were you out in these most recent fires?
Yeah, I was on the Palisades fire, but before that too, we did like a kind of small fire up the street. Then we went to Palisades that same day. It was on New Year's, but this was before like the the big wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one was 8 acres. I don't know about that one. It was kind of small. It was big, but it was small. You get me? But compared to the Palisades fire, that was freaking big. Like I'm talking about flames, like so big. Like I never like thought I'll ever see that in real life. But
Now, were you afraid out there, or?
at first, not gonna lie, I was like, oh God, like I wonder how it's gonna be. But it was my first fire. That's how I was. I was afraid. But then when I started like doing more fires, like I just like got excited. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna kick this ass. Oh yeah.
So it seems like it's a thrill now at this point.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel, about like now fighting these fires and really serving a community that, didn't really show you much love on the outside? How do you feel about that?
I mean, to me, it really doesn't like I don't really care about like I care like what I'm doing what am I trying to say? Like I don't really care what people think about me or anything. Like that's what people are always gonna do. So like I'm helping them out and they like some of them like they'll be talking down on us, but like I don't mind it. Like I'm just here to work for you guys, and that's like I'll do. I got you. I'm protecting you guys. That's why I feel we're protecting them in a way, because if it wasn't for us, like yeah, it burnt like a good amount, but we stopped it from spreading even more. So I feel good about myself.
Something you're proud about?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. What's your proudest moment since you've been here?
Climbing a mountain, probably like that, cause I'm scared of heights. I hate heights. So like I had to climb a mountain on a rope, and I did. Like it was like this steep. Like that's why we had to use rope. So I was pretty scared right there, but I'm proud of myself because I thought I'd never do something like that, and I did it. So sometimes in this job, you gotta really just do things, not even put your fear away. Yeah, for sure.
So is, conquering that, did that make you feel powerful? Is that something that you feel like you're going to take with you when you get out of here?
Yeah, oh yeah. It made me feel like I'm a boss. Like I was like, hell yeah.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. So is fighting fire something that you want to do when you get out of here?
Yeah. I'd want to do this. Either that, or I already have a plan B too. Either do this or be an electrician. Go to school to become an electrician.
Absolutely. So what do you want your legacy to be? Like, what do you want people to remember about you when you're gone and done with this earth?
Mm, probably that. Hmm. I don't know about that one. I don't know, to be honest. I really thought about that. I gotta lie.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I encourage you, I haven't always thought about it, but I encourage you to think about that, because it's one of those things where it was this book I read back in the day where basically it had you write your own eulogy as if you were speaking at your own funeral,
Yeah.
what you wanted people to remember about you. And then once you determine, like, hey, I want to be known as a man of integrity or,
Yeah.
morals or whatever the case may be, whatever you decide it is, you can kind of like start reverse engineering your life, right? And start making sure that every decision that you make is helping you work towards becoming that. So it's
Yeah.
like seeing an end goal, you know what I'm saying? Like having an ultimate goal in life,
Yeah.
So if you haven't thought about it, it's something that would be great to think about.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess I could also ask, you said you have a son. What do you want your son to feel about their father? Like, how do you want them to look at you about their
Oh,
father?
well, for sure. Probably I want them to know that I'm passionate for everything that I'm doing, and that yeah, that I'm just passionate. I'm very like that's what I am. Honestly, passionate about everything I do. Like everything I done in my life, I was always passionate with, from being in the streets to doing this. Like I'm very passionate. Like when I set my mind on something, I become passionate about it for sure. And I'm passionate about everything, my family, my son, everybody like that I love, and very passionate about that.
Man, if nobody else has told you, bro, you can do anything for real. Like you said, you're passionate, and you're young, man. You're 22. You got so much life ahead of you. You got a little one looking after you now, and I mean, I'm 36 years old, and I'm looking at you like a hero, man, because I couldn't be out there.
Thank
I
you,
couldn't have. I couldn't do the things that you've done. So I thank you. I salute you, and I
thank you.
support you, and whatever you got going moving forward, man. Just know, I mean that. You got a friend in me in the program for life, bro.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
looking forward to seeing you progress, man.
Thank you, thank you.